Good morning and welcome to yet another What I Eat in a Day as a nutritionist, certified nutritionist. As usual, it's going to be easy, I think, always, and protein focused. And we're going to start with breakfast right now because I'm really hungry, and it's going to be a yogurt bowl, my current standard. This is a very smart or easy way to melt. Do you say melt? No, to warm up your blueberries when they were frozen.
Eu já cansei de te chamar pra tu sair de casa, mas você só continua com essa enrolação. Já cansei de te chamar pra tu sair de casa, você só continua com essa enrolação. Eu já limpei e arrumei o que você pediu, enquanto.
And now my sort of secret ingredient, which is not so secret. Flax seeds, which are a little powerhouse food, superfood, that's the word. And when you just put them in there, as they are, it's first very hard on your digestive system, and second, you won't digest most of them because, they're gonna go through as they are. So what helps with that is to ground them freshly, because if you buy them grounded or you grind them, I don't know, a week before, they oxidate and that's not healthy. And that's why I am grounding them every morning currently. I know this doesn't sound too lazy, too easy, but that's the most complicated thing I do, I guess, when I cook or prepare my food, because it's really worth it. And I also like the taste of it. I'm just using my little coffee grinder here to grind it.
Com essa enrolação, eu já limpei e arrumei o que você pediu, enquanto você tinha o almoço para cozinhar. E mesmo assim, depois de tudo, você não saiu. E vem aqui agora, vai preparar o jantar. Eu já não sei te chamar pra tu sair de casa, você continua com essa enrolação. Eu já chamei, já vazei.
And then some hemp seeds for even more omega-3. The flax seeds already have a lot of omega-3, but we love omega-3. Water to loosen so that it's not, too thick, because the flax seeds and the oats and especially the psyllium husks, I hate that word, it's really hard to pronounce, soak up a lot of fluids. You can also use milk, obviously, but I'm just a water girl.
Sai de casa, continua com essa enrolação. Já cansei de te chamar pra tu sair de casa, mas você só continua com.
And for the matcha, I don't know if you heard, but it's important that the water that you put into the matcha is not too hot, which is why I put a little bit of cold water in my cup before I put the matcha powder and the hot water on top. That way you cannot get too hot.
Que falta eu botar água pra esquentar. Eu já cansei de te chamar pra tu sair de casa, mas você só continua com essa enrolação. Eu já cansei de te chamar pra tu sair de casa, mas você só continua com essa enrolação. Depois faltou cozinha, banho.
But before breakfast, vitamin C. I think matcha with coconut milk, best combination.
Se sempre que arruma coisa pra fazer, já te falei que compromisso não pode esperar, mas você sempre arruma coisa pra se enrolar. Pá, 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 pá.
A little coconut cappuccino. And before you mock me for the, not so barista pro foam, this is not barista coconut milk. It's just regular coconut milk, because in the barista stuff, there's often either soy, and I can't drink soy milk, or, oils or weird things. And this is just coconut and water. For lunch, I decided to make a quick salad with artichokes, olives, herbs, apple cider vinegar, and olive oil. Then I toasted a protein bread and scrambled up 3 eggs. I like to loosen the eggs up with some water. I just feel like that makes the consistency a lot better, kind of fluffier. And some rye bread with cottage cheese for even more protein, and some kimchi to make my gut healthy with fermentation bacteria, aka the good kind of bacteria that our gut loves.
Designed to encourage that speed of eating.
And now, as a little post-lunch snack / dessert, I'm having cornflakes, unsweetened obviously, so it's just corn flaked with coconut milk, and that's one of my absolute favorite snacks. And it's not necessarily unhealthy if there's no added sugar in it, but it's really healthy carbs. So coconut milk especially, so good with everything. And now some herbal tea. Herbal teas are a little power food. Yet another one. I know I said power food a lot, but there are a lot of power foods and power food, superfoods. I always say power fruit. My brain is a bit tired. That's why tea. It's not with caffeine, obviously, because it's late and I don't drink caffeine after noon-ish. This is basil herbs. It's an herbal mixture, and it's very good for your good. It's very good for your gut. For dinner, I'm making one of my absolute go-tos and favorites and soul foods: pasta with tuna tomato sauce, inspired by my mom's tomato sauce recipe. And now we let that simmer for a while. Italians let it on the stove at a very low temperature for hours. I won't because it's already late, but I will at least do it on there for 30 minutes. But it's not necessary. It just gets better the longer it's on there. At least that's what the Italians say, and they know best when it comes to tomato sauce. So earlier I forgot to mention which supplements I take currently, because that changes regularly. This morning I took vitamin C, which I showed, but then I forgot to show you vitamin D after breakfast, because vitamin C is better before breakfast or before food, and vitamin D is better with or after breakfast because you need the fat. And then at night I currently take zinc before dinner, and then magnesium and ashwagandha after dinner. Ashwagandha is a very good adaptogen that helps you adapt to stressful phases, whether that's physical or mental stress or both. But when you do take ashwagandha, make sure that it's clean, as with every kind of supplement, and also don't overdo it and take breaks from it regularly, because otherwise it might be harmful to your liver. There are some studies suggesting that. Nobody knows for sure, but just to be safe. And there's something else that I want to share quickly, because during lunch I listened to a Diary of a CEO podcast where there was a nutrition scientist being interviewed who said a lot of very smart things. However, she also said that Greek yogurt is or should be considered a processed or ultra-processed food. And I just want to jump in there and explain or, address this, what she's saying. Because she addressed the fact that sometimes in the US especially, there are some forms of especially low-fat Greek yogurts which count as ultra-processed foods. And as we all know, ultra-processed foods are not the best for us. However, that does not mean that low-fat Greek yogurt is always bad. As always, when it comes to a certain kind of foods, You always gotta look at the ingredients. If it's actual 100% yogurt made from low-fat milk without any additives, it's not ultra processed. It's processed, obviously, because, you know, the raw thing is the milk or the yogurt, whatever you consider the basic product, but it's still very healthy. But what the scientist was referring to is the ultra processed kind of Greek yogurts that you can find in the US a lot, where there are additives in there to make it more creamy or maybe even sweet or taste like something. And that, of course, is not the best idea. So always, whether I recommend you a certain type of food or anybody else, when you buy something that is not 100% natural, check the ingredient label. Always. That makes such a big difference in so many, you know, areas. I think, not that I'm Italian, but you know, it's creamy. And now a hack to make every tomato sauce tons better that I learned from my time in Italian restaurants. Gotta be al dente, but just a teeny bit longer. As a little dessert, I will make a protein hot chocolate with a little bit of protein powder. And the special thing about this is that it's hazelnut protein powder, clean, obviously, with raw pure cocoa powder and my coconut milk. So no sweetener, but I don't really need sweetener in this. Just chocolate, a bit of hazelnut and coconut. And a little secret ingredient, which makes the whole thing even better and also a bit creamy. The protein powder already makes it pretty creamy, but the secret is cashew butter. Just a little tiny bit. So good. Okay, that was my what I eat in a day. I hope you liked it. If you did, please, you know, give a thumbs up and stuff, and subscribe for more. And I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.